See if this works. New apartment, new house. Oh, there we go. Cool. Good morning and welcome to whoever's here to Breakfast Spelunky for the 26th of June, 2020. I've been gone for the last 3 weeks for a multitude of reasons that would take very long to explain here, and I only have an hour, so I'm not going to do that. If you've been following us, you know why we took a break. Not the least of which of the reasons for me was that I moved from an apartment into a house and set it all up, and now I'm very tired. Moving is not fun. It's fun to be done, and we're pretty much done. But yeah, so I'm now here to get back to what I do every Friday morning. It's at a different time. Hey, Ix. It's at a different time because Oh, something's going very wrong. The audio, I think. Let's see. That seems to be working. Just don't know why. 1 second, let me get my mic in here. Weird. Not exactly sure what that was. Let's see. Oh, no, it seems to be fine. Okay, so yeah, I have to do this because I have a faculty meeting at 10 a.m. before this. So now it's always going to be 11. I'll always announce it an hour in advance. I played it on the PlayStation Network for the last couple of weeks. I think I've beaten it once or twice, but I'm very rusty. I feel like I'm very rusty. So let's get to this right away. See what I am capable of. Yep, that's it. Gonna play Colin as always. I'll get to housekeeping stuff at the end. Okay. Something's definitely off with my audio. I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know, I think the audio here is fine. Voice is much deeper than usual. Yeah, it's probably because I have the mic on the table. Is it too loud or is it just deep? So I probably can't turn the gain down a bit, and I'll probably bring it down a little bit. Let's see. I don't know if this is any better, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. Back to the game. Cool that I also did pause just now. Good job. I kind of don't like right now. You're using to Zach or Doug for the podcasts. Okay. I'm not using any filter. That's the weird thing. I'm just going to set the music volume a bit higher because I'm actually missing it. Sound volume is weirdly low too for me. I don't know why. Maybe that's better. Still looking at the sound. Weird. And I'm pretty sure I have the sound set to max on Windows, so let me just make sure that's true. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, it's set really loud. I have no idea what's happening here. Maybe something wrong with my headphones. Okay. See, this is why they always say never change your running system. Because you're bound to run into weirdnesses like this. Yeah, maybe it's just my mic is busted. I keep on thinking that it's USB power issues, which it still might be. Because the other day, I guess I had like a very baritone, doesn't sound like me at all thing going on, and I thought it was because something in Zoom messed up, but maybe it's just something with the mic. Because it keeps cracking. It's weird. I guess I'll find out when I check the stream later. Oh, that was close. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, my speaker keeps on crackling. Like, that's weird. Oh boy. Well, we'll see how it works. Right now it looks like from the audio levels that things seem to be fine.
Also, man, I know I've always used to complain about this, but now it's just like exacerbated because I haven't played in so long on Steam that playing with this Xbox controller is freaky. Oh wow, that didn't kill him. Okay. There we go. Sure. Unfortunately, no bombs. I wish there were bombs. I've been pretty lucky lately with like getting bombs later in the game. What happened to your voice, Andy? It's really that bad? Man, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think I have it. I think there's some... You know what? I'm going to unplug the mic, plug it back in, see what happens. I think there's something with USB power going on. Let's see. Okay, now nothing's working. Whoa. Okay. Normal Andy. Okay, but now my audio from the game is gone. Okay, let's see if I can... Oh no. Oh no, now the game has... Yeah, I'm back to normal, but now the game audio is literally gone for me. And from everyone else. How do I fix that? See if I can set it to something else. No, the game audio is just dead. And if I restart the game, I'm out of the daily. Damn it. That's terrible. Nope. I don't think there's a fix for this. Yeah, no, I can't go to weird voice either. Like, because now I unplugged and replugged the speaker here on the Yeti. Right? You guys can hear me, right? I can see that, but I'm not going to get any game audio because, well, because of the way Spelunky's programmed, right? It just lost the audio. Well, let's see. Settings. Yeah, because I think basically, yeah, this is all dead now. Like, it doesn't even matter what I set the audio to. Like, I can set it to any... Yeah, this is Andy also. I can set it to any source now. Let's see. And I don't think... Man, I have so many audio sources. I don't think any of these are going to work. I mean, okay, one more. Yeah. Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure that it kept the audio source in OBS to... Yeah, it is mute because that's what I have to do now. If I don't do that, right? If I don't do that, then what's going to happen is I'm going to reset the daily. There's no way to restart the audio engine in this. Okay, well, I guess we're playing Spelunky without the sound. This should be interesting. Now I have to literally look for visual cues the second I get to the black market. Right, because I'm not going to hear the clicking. This is going to be a nightmare. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I mean, I could also just go and play not the daily, but what fun is that? Okay. I might not archive this. So weird with my mic. I mean, I've plugged it into so many different parts, and it still does that weird thing. Well, Tobias, don't feel bad. Your trade-off was that you would have had like me with the super baritone, distorted voice, right? And that probably would have been, maybe it would have been funnier. I don't know. Because yeah, there's literally no way for me to do. This has happened to me before. It's just never happened on the stream, right? That the audio output got reset. I think if I even went to, yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Because I'm not going to hear the audio, which means you're not going to hear the audio. Like, even if I change the source, it's not going to change anything, right? So let's just keep on going. Sounded like an anonymous criminal on a cop show. Yeah, no, I've had that problem in a Zoom call the other day, and I was hoping it was Zoom. But now the fact that it's happening here means it wasn't Zoom. It's just my mic, right? And it's also not the mic. I'm 99% for sure that it's some USB energy or USB power thing. because it's going to distort again, right? It's going to definitely distort again over time, which means that something's not going well. Like I have, with any computer I've ever had in the last couple of years, I have never not had USB audio problems, like USB power problems. And I kind of think I have these Bose speakers and they just suck up so much energy. Like they're so power hungry on the USB port. And I think there's some time in the near future I'm just gonna have to say bye-bye to those. Right? They sound great, but it's just like, I bet if I unplug them, which is something I have to try next in the forever debugging of a newly set up system, right? Because to be clear, I had this set up in my old apartment and it worked just fine, right? It's just that now I plugged stuff into new ports. I could go on and on about how annoying it is that this is a thing that OS people haven't figured out yet, right? That it would be possible to like be able to monitor this. Great, and now I don't have the key. Okay, I have 9 ropes, so I think we're going to be fine going back to wherever the key is. Does anyone see the key? Because this is going to be, where are we? 143. Okay. This is going to be potentially a disaster. Okay, it's probably over there. I only have 4 bombs, so I'd rather go up high and see if I missed it over here. Nope, it's not there. 159. Okay, this is starting to look bleak. Well, let's go this way. I'm just going to take a risk and I'm going to assume that it's over here and hope for the best. Oh, there's going to be a bat. Oh, come on down here, bat. 218. See, I don't want to get into a situation here where I have to deal with the shopkeeper. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to do, not shopkeeper, sorry, with the ghost. Well, there's a thing I'd like to take with me, but I can't. I wonder if there's a way for me to finagle my way back up here to get that. I think there is, right? I should be able to lure the ghost down here and then make my way. Yeah, this like this. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's do this. Right, because I think I want that Matic. I think I can get it. Let's see. Can I get it without getting murdered here? I think so. All right, I can go here. I can lure the ghost over here. Oh, yeah. Right, because the Matic is too good to not take it, especially given that I have no audio. Like, I'm playing with like a increased handicap, but now at least I have the Matic. Oh boy, wow. Okay, fun. I'm really sorry about the audio for anyone who's joining. Like, it's an unfortunate thing that the audio engine doesn't reset, or that you can't set the source. Because yeah, I had to reset the audio. If my voice is going nuts again, please let me know, because I will just unplug and replug ooh, nice. Wait, do I already have glue? I don't have glue. How good is that? So let's just do this. There we go. Okay. Okay, good. Whatever. Yeah, moving is a freaking nightmare. Honestly, the move itself went really great. Everything went really great. It's just that this sum total of doing all the work is, I wasn't even feeling it during the move. The move itself was perfectly fine, I feel, but now I'm tired all the time. But I'll recover from that. In the meantime, this is going swimmingly, even without the sound. I wonder if there's, you know what? Here's what I can. This is not going to replace anything, but let's just see. I'm going to try. Wait, no. I'm going to
that's not going to work, right? Because if I do anything that's not music of my own, it's going to be flagged, and then the stream will be banned or something. So let's not turn on music. That's another thing I've never really figured out. Maybe there's a channel I can go to. Okay. So now it would be very helpful if those who are here would pay attention to the Udget Eye with me. Because normally I don't look there that much. I just listen for the click, right? But now there's going to be no click. So please help me with that. Oh, nope, that's going to be dead. That's going to be dead, right? Nope, I'm not dead. Wow. Well, also I have a lot of health, right? Not clear what I was planning on doing there, but sure. Let's do this just to make sure that we're not missing out. Nah, this all looks fine. Okay. Your eyes. Great. Cool, Tobias. Thanks. Oh no! There was a piranha in there. Man, I wasn't paying attention either. Man. Okay. This is how I died today on the PSN daily. Like, I just, like, super messed up. Like, I got hit by an arrow and then took 2 hits from a scorpion, or a hit from something and then a hit from a scorpion. Right? I was just like, oh man, come on. Like 4 damage in like 2 seconds from not paying attention. Yeah, it was so fast too. Like Brett was watching me and it was just like, man, I just had 4 health like 20 seconds ago. Okay. Yeah, what I probably won't do is I won't put this one up on YouTube or Twitch later because it's just like, it's a little bit sad. Also, like, why am I doing this? Well, I see why I'm doing this. I see why I'm doing this. Obviously, I see why I'm doing this because there's a box over there. Question is whether, oh, I don't like this. Question is whether the box is worth it. But usually it is, right? Yeah, of course it is. Why am I even thinking about this? I mean, it's a risk. Well, okay, that wasn't great. Although I have been known to buy the occasional parachute if I'm feeling particularly bad. Brett's like, I'd tell you which level it was on if I'd remember. Well, it's not looking like it's on 2-2 right as of now, right? Tick? Oh, tick. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. Was it up? Wait, I was already up there. How? It couldn't have been up, right? It has to be down. Start doing a little stairwell here. Tick. Okay, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. Do. Okay, cool. Is there anything else I could... Nah, come on, let's get out of here. We're at 2 health already. Okay, this is working. This is working fine. Ish. Okay. What do I got? I got 5 bombs. Man, okay, not great. Okay, jetpack, thank you. Please bombs. No bombs. Ugh. Okay, I took on the lower level. Like, I don't like going into this with only 5 bombs. If I have to bomb my way... Yeah, okay, there's a couple. This is not great. Better than nothing, right? Let's buy these. Cape, who cares? Don't need the glue. Okay, this also means I can later on when I'm getting out of this, I can use the Maddock. Oh, Jesus. I can use the Maddock to get my way out of here. So what am I doing here? These 2 guys, I think I'm going to, because I have the gloves, right? So I'm still going to clear out the geometry here just because why not, right? I know, again, it's probably overkill. It probably wouldn't have to do this. Because I do have the gloves, and I'm going to throw them straight at the shopkeeper, right? Like so, Right, so I'd stick the one shopkeeper. Other shopkeepers still hanging out. I only have 13 bombs. Come on, come on. There we go. Thank you. See, so it was totally worth it to remove the geometry there. Right, so, but now I can, okay, where am I? 137. Okay, this is not great. Oh, interesting. Die, die, die. Ah, come on. Well, I'm going to have to bomb down into there anyway, right? Because, ugh. Don't jump high. Don't jump high. 152. Okay. All right. The question is there anything in there that's useful for me right now? Because if there's not, right, then I can just like Matic my way all the way down. Whoops. Nope. Well, now, okay, now that's changed. Also, man, do I ever hate it when the shopkeeper manages to like sneak through that one width. Don't fall into the... I think there's no one down here. I don't think there was anything on the second level that was interesting for me, right? Okay, we did it. Remember when? Okay, Tobias says it's going to be hard later when you can't hear the shopkeeper music and gunshots. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've never. I mean, for pretty obvious reasons, this is not a thing I've ever done. Ugh. Oh yeah, would be nice sometimes if I remembered what I had. Right. So I'm like, just now I was literally operating under the premise that I didn't have the jetpack. Terrible. Don't have the gloves, which is fine, right? I'm not a super fan of the gloves anyway, but I feel like the reason that I'm going to fail in this one will have nothing to do with the sound. That's my gut feeling. Oh, the shopkeeper's chilling. This is another situation. I think the other day I was talking to Brett, or Brett saw this, right? This is hilarious, right? So if the shopkeeper gets stunned by, say, this spike, which I'm going to just get out of here now. I know there was other stuff there. Then it doesn't have a gun, then there's, you know, the aggro state doesn't get triggered, which is hilarious, right? Interesting. I thought that those gems would trigger the mine, but I guess it doesn't. Oh, there's another shotgun, whatever. Do I need to? No, this is... File this under unnecessary stuff that I'm doing right now. Okay, 3-1. Let's just get out of here. I don't even care. I'm at 2 health. I'm going to assume that I don't need to worry about that 1 health because I'm going to be having to kill myself in 3-2 or 3-3 anyway. Lately, it's been a lot of 3-3 for me, like a less 3-2, which is kind of weird. Oh, okay, let's not do this. It's definitely never 3-1, so let's get out of here. At this point, I usually like it if I have the compass. Right, obviously, I'm just trying to trigger shopkeeper here. Hope that, yep, that happened. Let's get out of here. Hexel says, new timer just slightly delayed. No, it's a new time. I will be doing this at 11 a.m. Pacific going forward for the foreseeable future. And by foreseeable future, I basically mean for the summer, right? Because the second the semester starts up again, I might need to rejigger it again, depending on when I teach. But I think I teach Mondays and Wednesdays. So probably you'll stay Friday, and probably you'll stay at this time. Again, it might change back to 10. I think, now that I think about it for a second, it might change back to 10. Main reason being that our faculty meeting will move again, and it might be at a different time. Why am I doing this? Because I want to have the cup of Cup of coffee. I'd actually prefer a cup of coffee right now. I somehow managed to mess up my own time and didn't prepare coffee for today. So, okay, so now I'm definitely going to get the cup because all I have to do is sacrifice our sweet little pug, and that should do it. Got it. Okay, now I'm starting to feel bad that there's no audio, right? Because it's like the run's going pretty well. The run's going pretty fine, and there's no audio. Okay, oh, careful, because here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this is not going. Now I have to like focus for a second, because I don't think, oh man, too close. I did not see the Moai head anywhere here unless someone did, and I am overlooking it because of the fact that I'm doing this multitasking thing without sound. No, I think this is not it. So yeah, for me, this has been like the name of the game, honestly, for the last couple of weeks. Like when I get to this point, more often than not, it's been, wow. Right, so it's not 3-2, it's 3-3. So now I'm safe, right? So now, yeah, Ix has mentioned this before, right? If I was speedrunning, you just try to kill yourself here as fast as possible because you know it's here, right? And I guess there's even a strat, is my assumption, where you would hope that it's in 3-2 and just kill yourself in 3-2 right away, right? I'm not speedrunning. I'm just gonna like mess around. The only thing I want to do here, as far as I can tell, and you know, whoa, nice, love it, is this, right? And then this, because I do want to get the 5 health. That said, I do have the Cup of Kali, so that looks pretty good. But yeah, that was a little bit too close just now on 3 different occasions, because boy, oh boy, remember when you went through that door? Oh yeah, I remember. And trust me, it didn't only happen once, right? So I think I told this story on this stream before, when I was still trying to go for my hat trick for like beating the daily 3 days in a row. The first time I made it to the 3rd day, I literally walked through that door, right? It was heartbreaking, right? Because there was no reason. That didn't have to happen. And I was just like, oh man, I just wasted an opportunity. I think I just bring the pug to the door. I wasted an opportunity, right? Which is like, at that point, when I was like beating the game maybe once, like now I think my win rate is like, I think I've said this, like 1 in 10, maybe. Back then, my win rate was definitely, okay, let's just stick the shopkeeper here. Back then, my win rate was definitely not 1 in 10. It was like more like 1 in 100, right? So pretty simple to do. Oh, that was too close again. Pretty simple to do the math on 0.01 times 0.01, right? That's how often I'd even get to 2 times a day, like 2 days in a row. So I just messed up like one of those opportunities just by walking through that door. Yeah, Ix says, hope it's in 3-2 is a strat I've tried to get Cage up to do in certain runs and he never takes me up on it. Interesting. He's the only person who has runs that optimize... That's interesting. It seems like an obvious thing to do, right? Like if you win... Like if you're not low on win rate, like if you're resetting all the time anyway because of RNG, it seems like an obvious optimization to assume that it's going to be in... okay. I do not want to do that from here. It seems like an obvious optimization, right, to do that. Why would you not do that? Like, it's going to save you time for sure. But, you know, every now and then, it's going to be the wrong thing to do. And I don't even know if it's 50-50. Okay, I didn't really need to use those 2 bombs. That was a waste of bombs. And I only had 9, so that was not a great move. because now I have to deal with this. And so normally if I had 100 bombs, I would have just gone over to the left. Oh, I'm pointing at it like a chump. I would have gone over to the left and like tried to blow away space and done it surgically without triggering the shopkeeper. But just now I was like, no. Oh. Okay, at least they're close. At least they're together. Please blow both of them up. Nope. Thanks. Well, I want to know what's in that box, and I don't want to get crushed. So, box, come on. Nope. It's not bombs. It's not bombs. By the way, if I sing dumb songs that make no sense at all, I'm a 100% a dad now. I'm just gonna like take songs from like all the little plastic toys that my son has and like repurpose them with worse lyrics. I think that's what you do. Okay. So again, I would love it to have the, let's just get rid of it. Let's just clean out here. Where's the exit? Doesn't look like it's over here, right? Let's go over to the other side and see what's going on there. Because man, we have more than enough time. Yeah, and I can clean that out. Oh, there's the exit. I already saw it. Nope. Okay, this seems cool. All I want to make sure of now is that I'm actually, nope. Well, let's, what? Okay, see, you're right. You were perfectly right. Oh, nice, it worked. Tobias, you were right. I would have known that the shopkeeper is still alive in that situation, which I did not. I was assuming that the shopkeeper was already dead because I saw the shotgun. Son's almost 9 months. 4th of July, son's gonna be 9 months. Yeah, we're sleep training him right now, so that's super fun. But it doesn't matter anyway because I can sleep as much as I want these days. I'm just gonna be tired. Okay, I can see a lot of boxes at the top. Let's get rid of that. There, that worked. Again, swimmingly. Someone should invent the no sound run as a category. If I actually manage to pull this off. Ooh. Do I prefer a Maddock in that situation? I think I do. I definitely prefer it now because I need it to drill the hole. And I'm running, and there's like really, okay, there's at least a couple of bombs. But yeah, I'm definitely going to drill the hole with the Maddock, and then I might even consider keeping it, right? Because there's enough space. Like, I want to drill, okay, so let's lure Olmec. Let's get the Maddock first, and then lure Olmec over to the left. Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry, Hexel, I messed that one up. My mic is messing up, so I reset it, but it turns out you can't really do that with Spelunky. Like, Spelunky does not like being reset. Okay, so it's under here. So let's do these 4, right? It's right here, is that true? Yeah, okay, cool. So let's just do this. Yeah, because at 10 bombs. I mean, it seems like an easier deal to take the Maddock down to hell. Like, I don't know what the pro take here is, but I mean, every shopkeeper is going to have a shotgun if I really needed a shotgun. I usually don't need a shotgun to kill the shopkeeper at that point. Okay, let's focus here and not be an idiot. Okay, well, oh no, keep them. So, okay, so I guess I have to make that choice now. I keep the Maddock. Okay, let's see what the text says. Tobias Fort says 14 months all sleep training. Yeah, we didn't want to do it right around now because there's a lot of fireworks, but Hexel says Matic prob near empty. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Um, yeah, and we're 9 and we're just trying it now and see what it's not full sleep training, but also like we it didn't work at all before that. Okay, well, no sound run seems pretty hardcore. I don't want to do this. It's not on my own volition. It says the monstering community recently talked about video audio proof standards and couldn't come to consensus whether sound was necessary to show there aren't shenanigans with runs. Interesting. Yeah, right? Because you could probably hack sounds that like trigger on events that you're not supposed to have sounds for, right? Like I could imagine that working somehow, right? Ugh. So let's what the hell is going on with this? That didn't trigger? Okay, this is so weird. Man, you're super right. That Matic was like on its last legs. So I don't know whether this is... So this is going to cost me 3 more bombs? 3 more bombs? Let's see, what if I do... This is not going to be close enough to also bomb out the amulet, I think. No, it is. It is. It's just that now I want to not die to Vlad, right? And I also kind of don't want to die to that. What the hell is going on here? Okay, does the sound not working mean that things don't get triggered? Wow, why were those 2? Why? What is going on here in this weirdo game? Double vampire? Where's the... See, that's too risky. Like, I'm not good enough dexterity-wise to, like, drop next to that and then not get killed by it. Okay, so now it's not... This isn't great, right? So now I'm only at 5 bombs. Okay. Oh, boy. Which way is out? Is it to the right? No, it's probably to the left. So let's see how I cannot get killed here. See how the timing works. I think it's the next one, right? Yep, there we go. See, that I can pull off. But going next to a tiki trap like that is just not my forte. Same there, right? Like, oh man, only 5 bombs. I think I bomb the shopkeeper from here. Right? I think I do that cascaded bombing thing where I do 2 bombs. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2. Did it get the shopkeeper? It did. Oh. Oh, fine, fine. Now you suddenly... Now it triggers? Sure. Whatever. Whatever, vampire. Whenever you feel like it, go ahead and trigger. Okay. Weird vamps, double vampire. It says all the vampires in Let's Tower act really strange. Always we know it's a bug of some sort, but can't characterize it. More evidence for cheats. Definitely cheating. It's a sound hack. I'm sound hacking my way through the game. Uh-oh. I don't like this. I have very deep respect for those critters, right? Because I feel like I've died to them more than once. Yeah, that's what's going on here. What's going on here? Okay, that was that. Yeah, obviously doing this. And then this. And then this. And then this. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna... I think that's gonna kill both of them. Yeah, good. Thanks, buddy. I think I just trigger him here because I think eventually he'll suicide into the lava. Is that correct? No? Let's wait a second. Oh, good. Thank you. Thanks, bud. There we go. Man, you guys rock. Good job, man. Good job, fire buddy. Come out over the top and murder you. Yeah, yes. I'm aware of that. I probably should have stood at the top to avoid that. Okay, I don't like this, but again, I'm not super high on bombs, so I'm not gonna... What's my health, by the way? 9. It's okay, so health is not an issue right now. Let's not die to spikes, if at all possible. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. This is not where I want to be. I feel like I handled that pretty well. I feel like that actually went pretty decent. Oh, look. Looky, look. You're not gonna... I'm gonna just leave. Oh, dude, what? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, I should have shot him. So now I learned a thing. So I didn't know. I thought you could, like, literally give him a hug, right? Turns out I was wrong. Turns out that's not true, and you can't actually hug the shopkeeper. What's that Twitter account that's like, you can hug the dog in this game? Turns out you can't hug the shopkeeper. What? Why didn't I just shoot him? You cannot pet the shopkeeper. Yeah, someone should like paste that to that Twitter account. Oh my God. Time is 11:42. I feel like I've done my duty for today. Here's what we're gonna do though, just because this is weird, right? Like I'm gonna go out of here and I'm gonna see that. Oh, nice, Hexel. Good job. Good job, Hexel. I assume you did not die in that way. I wonder, Hexel, though, was your shopkeeper chill? Because you're, like, Hexel's shopkeeper, I wonder if on 5-3, your shopkeeper was just hanging out. Oh no, you made it to Yama but didn't win. That's so rough. I mean, it happens a lot to me. Like, you have 1 health and you get hit by falling debris or something like that. But yeah, I wonder if your shopkeeper in 5-3 was also triggered by that tiki trap. Or sorry, hit by the tiki trap, hanging out, and not going to trigger until you get too close, right? That's another thing. Like, that was actually pretty fun to learn. I learned a thing. Always learning a thing. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually restart Spelunky just to see that the audio works. And I'm assuming that my audio is working right now, right? Like, you guys haven't said anything about me being bassy or something like that again. Whoa. Spelunky not responding. Man. What is going on here? Close the program. No Windows. I don't care. Okay, so let me make sure that I have the right audio source set. I do. It's on. Let's play. Let's see if we get some audio here. I can hear the audio. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this, if I unplug the mic again and plug it back in, then it's just going to mess up the audio source from the game. But now, of course, it's too loud. But there's an easy way to fix that in OBS. So I'm just going to like turn OBS. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to turn OBS down because otherwise I'll hear it super loud. Hexel says, I remember some chill shopkeepers, not that level specifically, though. Yeah, because we're not sure that the seed is identical, right? There are more than enough situations where it's not absolutely identical. So yeah, so what I've learned today for sure is that I have to do something about this USB. Ooh, that was loud, sorry. I have to do something about this USB nonsense that I'm struggling with almost every time. And I think basically what I do to solve it in the short term is unplug everything I'm not using during the stream so that the audio doesn't crap out. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to put this up as a weekly stream. Maybe I will. It was a fun run, right? And it was kind of goofy to have it run without sound, so I might archive it. Tobias says put it up. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll put it up for sure. It's kind of fun to be like, we did a no sound run. Hexel says, I think my Matic had the same number of swings. And that's why you knew. That's why you knew. I should have listened. Whatever. I didn't die because I didn't have a shotgun. Right? I had a shotgun by the time I needed a shotgun. So I think that would have been fine. Okay. Well, I do have about 14 minutes left. I could play a game, but I could also cut it short. What else is there? You know what? I think I'm going to use it for housekeeping stuff. So instead, let me go to the main menu, because I think it's nicer to be on the main screen. Yeah, this seems fine, right? It's nice and quiet in the background. I barely hear it. You should probably barely hear it. But yeah, but it's a little bit annoying, right? Let's turn it off altogether. I'm just going to mute it. There you go. There. Now the desktop audio should be muted for you. Okay. Cool in-game sound. What's up? So we're going to be, as you probably noticed, we've gone back we come back with the regular show. That's every 2 weeks. Last time we had Soren Johnson on, who is working on Old World and was the lead designer on Civ 4. And that got interesting because we talked about the issues around the theme, period, right? There's nothing magical about it. Yes, it's political. Not everything is, but it's also just like discussing it, right? We want to have a conversation about that. We got some people gave us pretty negative feedback on that because they suddenly like our newfound wokeness. This is not a newfound wokeness. I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but there's no such thing for us as a newfound wokeness in that context, right? It's just like it needed to be said. Zach wanted to talk about it, and then we all talked about it. I was barely present because I was insanely exhausted from moving. I was on the call, but like I didn't say a whole lot. He says newfound wokeness is my favorite pop punk band. Yeah. So it's like it is what it is, right? It's there's a lot of issues around like retelling of history as told by the winners of history, right? That has issues and always will, right? So it's just a conversation to be had very much these days, and hopefully for forever, right? And always. So we had it. I'm not even I love 4X board games. Like Triad Imperium is one of my favorite board games of all time, even though I've only played it 3 times in my life. But I can't stomach like 14-hour single player games that are like they're like board game level cognitive load. It's not my thing, right? I'd rather do that with friends. Like once I discovered board games, basically that style of game got cut from my playing life. Ick says it's a really interesting discussion and very different from other episodes. Yeah, because we normally, we don't do that, but I think you're going to see a lot more of it because that's the time. That's because it's necessary, right? It's a necessary thing to do, right? It's a necessary conversation to have when it comes up, and up to now we've often shied away from it or just avoided it altogether, and we're not going to do that anymore. Hexel says, I appreciate the way you all handled that discussion. Yeah, again, I'm going to just give credit where credit's due. Mostly Zach and Doug, right? They ran that show. Nick wasn't there, and I wasn't physically. I was physically there. I was mentally not there because I barely slept the week before. But what else? So the show was interesting. Our next guest next Thursday is Teresa Duringer. It sounds like to me it sounds like a German last name. I'd say Düringer, but I don't think it's an umlaut U. I don't know actually. But Teresa is a programmer and designer, and she was like worked on various ports of games to iOS, which is a thing that I'm super interested in because I like playing cool games on my phone. Like right now, I'm actually gonna show this because I think it's funny. Nick and I always, actually I can't show you my hand because otherwise Nick will look at this. Nick and I always have a game of Lost Cities going these days. The iOS implementation is solid, and now that Game Center kind of works again, it's good. And I think we're tied right now. We've played 20 games in the last couple weeks, and we're 10-10. But yeah, so I like those kinds of games. So Teresa's on the show. I'm looking forward to that. We don't know who the next guest is, but if you have suggestions, please let us know. Because we are 4 cis white men, are looking for not us if possible, right? Because it would be great to have other people. My mic is starting to crackle again, so I'm going to assume that maybe my voice is also going bassy again, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so that's happening. The other thing is we haven't started up a new Into the Depths. So that wasn't just supposed to be Noita, right? It's supposed to be Into the Depths, the Noita special, right? We want to have future Into the Depths, and boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of ways that could go, right? A lot of different styles of games, genres, specific games. It's a lot of stuff. Again, if you have, and here's the other thing. I don't think we're going to limit ourselves to our beloved roguelike or roguelite or Spelunky-like genre, right? It could be... my mic's crackling all over the place. Okay, hopefully this works. So anything you have that you think it would be a good fit, just go for it, right? Like we'll take it into account. So you can send it, you either tweet at us or send it to the Spelunky Show at gmail.com. But yeah, next Thursday there's a new podcast, and hopefully after that we'll figure out the frequency and scheduling for the Into the Depths part. And hopefully I will be more active on Discord in the coming weeks once I slowly come back to life from 2 weeks of moving stuff and 3 weeks of moving in stuff, which again, I cannot recommend, but I didn't want to do it. I did a very small amount of it with movers because I wanted to have as little interfacing as possible, because California is not doing great. I don't know if anyone's checking numbers right now, but California is really not doing great. Maybe not as bad. Hexel says I haven't heard crackle. Maybe headphones. Yeah, it might be my headphones, but I think it's the battery on the Yeti. Sorry, it's the power supply to the Yeti from my USB hubs, right? Which are powered, and still I have issues with it, right? So it's slightly annoying. Is my voice fine, or is it doing the bassy thing again? Like, as long as that's good, we're good. Like, I'm not worried. I think that's it. From, it says I paused the COVID. For better or for worse. Tobias says finds far. My audio just went down by half just cut out half of the volume, right? So again, maybe this is the point where that also coincides with my voice going down. Yep, see, I knew it. So yeah, let's do this again. Okay, it's good to know that that's how that happens, right? Yeah, Barry White. That was the comparison that my colleagues made. So when my volume goes down in the headset, that's when that happens. What's it like? I just unplugged and replugged it. Is it fine now? Sorry that I'm using you guys as like my system debuggers. Yeah, if it would be good to know if it's okay now again. It's high pitched again. Fine. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone here has more technical USB chops than I do, but it seems to be like a cumulative effect. Like, it happens over time for the longer this thing is plugged in. I guess I just have to find, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to like a chump, like as if we lived in the Stone Ages of computers, I'm going to have to switch around the USB plugs, because I had to the next time I'm going to literally label, once this works, I'm going to color code the port on the computer and the cable for the device if I ever have to unplug this again, right? Because it's absurd, right? That people can't figure out USB energy supply, or that's not a thing that you can check in the OS, right? Like, it's just absurd that that's still a thing. Sorry, I'll stop ranting now. This is as a computer scientist, I'm always like marveled. I marvel that this is a thing that still breaks. Obviously, top of that list forever and all times is going to be our inability to hook up a computer to a projector, right? That's never going to work ever. That seems to be like the hardest problem in computer science. Anyway, I'll stop now. It's also 11:56, so that's a good time to stop and for me to make a coffee. Ix says this is an engineering problem, not a computer scientist's fault. I don't know, man. I feel like that's I feel like you can write a driver that knows what's going on, right? Because you can definitely check to see how much energy your device is pulling from the USB. Like I know for a fact that that weirdo Bose speaker set that I have is just a power hog, right? Also, it's a power hog even though, to be clear, it is externally powered, right? So it's like, okay, so you're pulling external power and yet over the USB you're such a power hog. Why is that? Why do you have to do that, right? So it's maybe some engineering, but there's for sure like an intersection there between the software and the hardware where that would be a thing. I know a lot of people who've never run into this, right? It's probably just because I'm an idiot and I have to have like a million things hooked up at the same time. That said, when this worked in my apartment, I also, on top of everything else that's hooked up right now, I had also hooked up the Oculus Quest via the link cable, right? And yet everything worked fine, right? So it's like there has to be a configuration in which this works. But now I just have to do combinatorics, right? Which, wow, do I love combinatorics without a gradient. That's such fun. Hexel says, forget the halting problem. The trajectory issue is far more nebulous. It's true. But now I'm in like a weird combinatorics problem where I have to try different combinations of plugs until I find one that miraculously works. Anyway, I'll stop now. Those are these little things. And then, yeah, as I say, I have a Kensington powered USB hub, and that's not solving my problem either. Oh, well. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. It's 11:58. I'm going to wrap up on time, because that's great, because in the future I might also have meetings afterward. Tobias says we're pretty much done with COVID here in Norway. We'll see if people import it again after vacation. Don't let them in. Maybe don't let them in. Or definitely don't leave Americans in, right? Or U.S. Americans. Sorry, I should qualify that. There are other Americans that are not from the USA. Don't let us in from USA. It's not good over here, right? Yeah, Americans aren't allowed. Yeah, good. We need to figure that out over here first. Only EU. Yeah, Germany is doing fine. Like all my family in Germany is fine, right? They're like, oh, we're going out for dinner again. Yeah, whatever. I also read somewhere that it's pretty obvious at this point that if we had 80% mask usage, we would have staved off a second wave, like Germany did, right? Because everyone there is wearing masks. So, oh well. Not oh well, right? I'm obviously mad about it, but like, what am I going to do here, right? There's not a whole lot we can do other than not be those people, right? Just don't be those people. Wear a mask when you're in public, and when in doubt, don't go in public. But to end on a higher note, oh wait, Tobias says the U.S. is even done with the first wave. I think some people call it a second wave, but then other people are like, we never got out of the first wave, right? So yeah, it says in parentheses, no. Yeah, no, we're not out of the first wave. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating, right? Because so many different news articles about now there's a speculation that the asymptomatic cases are likely higher concentrated in younger population, which are also the people who are running around last weekend on the California beaches in LA that we just drove by and did not get out of the car after we saw how many people were walking around the beach with no masks, right? So I was like, yep, that's cool. Everyone, you keep on doing that, and we'll just stay with this until we have a vaccine. It says it actually resembles a wave since it was northeast. Now waving down to the south, there'll be a second wave when cases go up in New York, New Jersey again. Hey, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. right? I have a bunch. I mean, I used to live in New York. A bunch of friends there. They're saying people are eating on the like going out to restaurants that can have restaurants on the street with like physical distancing and masks. So masks seem to be the thing, right? Like we can stave it off if we use masks. How could we have possibly known that? Am I thinking wrong? Is there another country or a whole nation or a whole continent of people who've gone through this way more times than we have and understood that masks are the thing that are going to save you? It's not coming to me. So yeah, we could have known, right? We could have known. It's not rocket science. It's really not rocket science. Tobias says, are people allowed to travel to other states? I don't think that you can forbid that in the United States, right? Hexel says, yes, those states can have requirements for entry. Are they enforcing that? Because we also have you have to wear a mask in public law here issued by our governor a couple days ago. I don't see anyone enforcing it, right? So it's nice to have laws and things that people should do and best recommendations, and then no one does them and no one's there to say you need to do this. So not that the police are very reliable in this country either, right? So we have a lot of problems right now. But hey, we gotta try, right? Brett says they don't know how they will enforce it, but there are 14-day quarantine laws in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. I have heard about that, yeah. I have heard about that. Hopefully it works, right? Hopefully New York they deserve a break, obviously. Everyone does, but they got hit extremely hard. I have a lot of friends over there who say they had it and then now had the antibody test and is confirmed that they in fact did have it, right? So and the numbers are grueling for New York. So again, wear a mask. If we all wear masks, we'll be fine, right? Fine is the wrong word for it, but better than we are right now for sure. But again, I'm trying to end this on a high note. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Stay healthy. Try to keep your spirits up. Right? Change is happening. I feel it. I hope it. I have to. I can't not. I never could. So I think a year from now, like right now, the world looks a lot different than it did a year ago. I think a year from now, it's going to look a lot different than it does now. I think it's going to be better. So I'll leave you with that thought. It says I've done the 2-week quarantine thing. I was visiting upstate New York twice. Live in Maryland, D.C. It's required in Maryland, but not sure any citations have been given out for not following the guidelines. And then thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, Ix. Maryland, D.C. That's that's where I was born, right? I was born on Andrews Air Force Base, which it's not clear whether it's Maryland or D.C., right? They always make a big stink out of it because it's a military base. I think it's always unclear. Bethesda Naval Hospital. Nice. Yeah, no, I lived in Waldorf, Maryland for 5 years. Brett, you didn't know this? I grew up. Waldorf, Maryland is where I saw the first Star Wars movie. So yeah, I went to elementary school in Waldorf, Maryland before my parents. I always used to say deported me to Germany in '79, but yeah, they did. Trust me, I didn't want to leave. But yeah, that's where I'm from, I guess, originally. So hey everyone. Okay, cool. I'm going to sign off now because another thing that I'm not going to bore you with right now is I just got an email from a store that I love called Perfect Circuit in Burbank. It's just like a 20-25 minute drive from here, and they have an order for me ready for at the door pickup with mask. So next time maybe I'll bore you to tears with the absolute over the top insanity that I'm going through with respect to my synth nerdular nerdance. It's extremely funny and extremely fun and extremely expensive, and I should be doing this. But I'm even considering selling off my Magic collection because of this, because it's so much fun. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. I'll see you all next Friday. Spread the word. I think we have a good show up for this stream, but a couple more people wouldn't hurt. And I think it's a great community, and I'm happy I get to do this again.
I have missed it a lot, but we first off we needed to like make some space, and second off I needed to recover. So hopefully in the future I'll just keep on doing this every Friday from now on without further moving interruptions. So stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you all next week Friday at the latest. Take care.